There's all grip and the potential to go
Why
off
are they
into
trying to
the
qualify
barriers
this?
until there's a red flag and a decision from race control. Lando Norris will have to stay out there.
Did the McLaren go round?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. That's Lando Norris.
What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video. And today we're going to take a look at last year's Belgian Grand Prix. Now, unfortunately, we can't take a look at the race highlights for the first time because there are no race highlights for the first time. There's a 3-minute clip of Max Verstappen driving around with the safety car in front of him, with the lead car in front of him, and it's just gonna get rained out, and it's really unfortunate. I think it was George Wallace who ended up actually getting, I keep calling him George Russell, who ended up getting second in that race. I think they went to a Verstappen win. Not sure how much that ended up mattering. But nonetheless, Spa was not held last year. The qualifying was held last year, and everyone on the Spa 2020 video that we dropped yesterday, go give that a look. The info card should have either appeared or should be here by now. The Spa 2020 race, people kept telling me to go look at the 2021 qualifying highlight because it was one of the best qualifying sessions that they've seen with the weather, with anything that's going on, and I'm so in because this is one of the best circuits I think I've ever seen. Not only is it extremely scenic, it seems really homey, and it's huge. So there's not as many laps that drivers need to go, and I think I like that a little bit better than places like the Red Bull Ring or like the Hungarian Grand Prix where, you know, they're lapping at like 110 or 111 or 109, where instead we're getting near 150, you know, 140 something, maybe even 2 minutes for qualifying. I like that. I think it makes things more interesting. Plus, it means the lap tactics completely change, which I also absolutely love. But none of that matters for qualifying, because qualifying, purely how much speed can you get out of the car, how well can you get it on the track. We're going to take a look at it from the 2021 race. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I have a feeling I know who's going to end up in pole. I think it's going to be Verstappen, just because I'm pretty sure he won the version of the Belgian Grand Prix that was fake held or like drove around held. I don't know, but anyway, let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video down in the description below.
Yeah,
nice and rainy. Okay, sorry.
Got the
I do this for every single qualifying thing that I watch. I simply am stopping here because they always start, which F1 has a very good strategy of this. I know exactly how they edit their clips. They always start the videos at the end of Q1, so you can see who essentially gets eliminated at first. So, in this, what is it? Giovinazzi, Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, Nikita Mazepin. Have we forgotten about Nikita Mazepin? I never got to see him race a full race. Because I just started watching F1, obviously, if you're new to the channel. We might need to go back and take a look at Nikita Mazepin's best moments. Let me know if you guys would like to see that type of video. And then Kimi Räikkönen. The man probably did not care anymore. He knew he was retiring at the end of the year. He did not give a shit. But okay, sorry. Now we're going.
The pace here, as has Lando Norris, Ricciardo's teammate, who now goes quickest by 0.4.
Yeah, Norris is really at home in these conditions. Brits and Japanese drivers tend to be extremely good in wet conditions, but Tsunoda has not got it done.
Yeah, that's good news for Ricciardo. Raikkonen is out and still in the bottom 5. Esteban Ocon, last week's race winner, managed to get into Q3 at Hungary, is now the driver at risk from anyone on a flying lap behind him. We have lost Nikita Mazepin, Kimi Räikkönen,
okay, so
Mick
nobody
Schumacher,
changed.
Yuki Tsunoda and Antonio Giovinazzi.
Poor Mick. That was such a weird time for
crosses
Mick.
the line, goes second fastest. That'll do him nicely. But as Martin said, he has used up extra sets of tyres that he didn't really
They skipped right up to the end of Q2 as well. Okay, so Carlos Sainz, Lance Stroll, and the Aston Martin. Vettel was getting so much out of that Aston Martin. I don't want him to retire. He's so much better than Lance Stroll. And it's the truth. It's very much the truth. He's much a better driver. But okay. Then Bottas in 13th. And then Ocon and Alonso.
Doing. Gasly goes third fastest. Valtteri Bottas with a 5-place grid penalty hanging over him in this qualifying session. Goes third fastest, gets himself into Q3.
Ricciardo and Sainz out.
Sainz and Ricciardo, 12th and 11th, make that 13th and 12th as Esteban Ocon goes through into Q3 for the second race running. Esteban Ocon puts himself into the top 10. Charles Leclerc could just improve his position a little bit. He should be safe, crosses the line now, stays 10th, must have backed off.
So Russell through then at the moment, and Latifi qualifies Ricciardo and Sainz. Ricciardo gets one now over the line. Look at that, just through.
Fernando Alonso was the last driver on the track that could do something to upset Esteban Ocon, who threw by the skin of his teeth.
Oh, we missed that, Lance. Missed it.
Oh man, that was such.
Man's got a little temper. Lance Stroll definitely has. He's got a big temper. He's got a big temper. Jesus.
Unfortunately, that's P15, Lance. P15.
Yeah, no, we didn't do a second lap on the tires.
Oops.
We've lost 10 already. One of them is Lance Stroll, who was not happy with what happened to him and his team out on the track. The standing water, where the drivers lose all grip and the potential to go off into the barriers. Until there's a red flag and a decision from race control, Lando Norris will have to stay out there.
Did the McLaren go round?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. That's Lando Norris. A rouge and up to a Radion. Lando Norris has had a big off. And you can see the tyre stranded. You can see the chassis revolving and turning around. Lando is moving.
Lando, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry, boys.
There's a lot of standing water. He's now back in the line.
Right at the top of the hill.
It just started to wander into an oversteer, and they had to correct it. And it was the correction that actually took him into the barriers.
We're down to the last.
Let's watch that again. Let's watch that again. That was sick. Not sick as in good, like sick as in
Lando,
I'm happy he's okay, but holy hell.
Yeah. Sorry, boys.
There's a lot of standing
Just
water.
this
He's
for
now back in the
and he gets right to the top, and the moment he gets up there, the car just barely
started
cuts
to
it, and he
wander into an
overcorrects
oversteer,
too
and they had
much.
to correct it. And it was the correction that actually took him into the barriers.
We're down to the last.
That's so unlucky, but at the same time, I love that he was able to. Not that he was able to hit the wall. That he was able to try and give it a go. That they were actually going out and trying to put down laps. They definitely
40
should not
seconds.
have.
Right, who's going to get this? As George Russell now sets the fastest first sector.
Supreme skills and bravery going on out here.
Lewis
These
Hamilton.
are sketchy conditions on those tyres. Wow, I'm massively impressed with this.
Now, hang on a minute. George Russell, half a second quicker than Lewis Hamilton through the first sector.
How was he getting that
Williams
performance
put
out
on
of the
and
Williams?
found a new set of tyres, maybe, new set of intermediates that he can go out on and do a out lap and then a flying push lap right at the end. Is George Russell potentially going to be the star of qualifying here as Esteban Ocon goes 7th fastest for the Alpine?
And Verstappen 2/10 up on Hamilton in the first sector, way quicker than Bottas.
Bottas a 34.2 in that first sector as well.
So this is it. This is it.
For Vettel and for
It was all
Gasly
down to
as
Lewis
we watch
versus
Lewis
versus the
Hamilton
group.
and George Russell. It's a 55.0 in the middle sector for George Russell. That is a very fine middle sector in these conditions. George Russell could be on for pole position here in Spa for the first in his career in a Williams, and I'm not lying about that one in the slightest, although Lewis Hamilton a 10th up on Russell in the middle sector. Just get it through the bus stop chicane, George. Try and straight line it, get to the line, and we'll see what happens after that. Across the line goes George Russell. It's provisional pole for the Williams and George Russell. Now, Lewis Hamilton will be next to cross the line to try and catch him. Hamilton's had 101 poles. He can't deny George Russell here in Spa this afternoon. Russell is still on provisional
And
pole.
then comes
Perez
Max
can't deny him.
Verstappen.
Verstappen has had an excellent middle sector. He can.
He just drives with no fear.
To just sneak ahead of Russell. What a lap from George Russell. But Verstappen's still got to make it through the final two apexes. He's done that nicely.
And now it's the charge to the line for Max Verstappen. It's going to come up quickly. Is it going to come up quickly enough for pole? Yes, it is. Verstappen denies George Russell.
Well,
It is Red Bull
honestly, guy's so
You can
sick.
hear
It's
the Dutch
the
fans
guy
cheer
is so
that
sick.
one, but they'll be celebrating in the Red Bull garage and at the other end of the pit lane down at Williams as well, because it's a front row for George Russell in Spa. It's pole for Max Verstappen. Hamilton is only third on the grid ahead of Sebastian Vettel, Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez, and then it will be Ocon, Ricciardo and Norris as Bottas will take a 5-place penalty.
Ricciardo goes P4 then with that lap. He was still finishing the lap.
Looks very good, Max. Pole position.
That's it. Looks good,
That
sir.
was so difficult
Looks
out there,
good.
but that is simply lovely.
It's a stonking lap. Now you've out-qualified Mr. Hamilton. George Russell. P2.
Come on! Yes! Yes! Woo! Yes!
Honestly, the cojones on him.
God.
That's a sick one.
That was a lap. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Well done, everybody. Well done.
Just fantastic, George. Well, awesome. The whole team did a fantastic job, and you were outstanding. Thanks so much.
Max Verstappen powered his Red Bull right to the front, and at the weekend that he starts to claw back that championship lead once again, well, he struck on a Saturday, but the real Mr. Saturday has done it. George Russell, front.
And ended that way. Sick. That's I love every bit of that. I honestly love every single bit of that. Like, Verstappen, you just has always been that type of driver. The absolutely insane conditions type of driver. The man will go balls to the wall for anything. But George Russell sneaking in there. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. But okay, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on the Belgian Grand. I just slammed my head on the desk. Thank you guys so much for watching. Chaotic ending. Peace.